everyone. So this is the construction of the underground farm. I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit here and enjoy some music from GZ Studios.
GSBS, gaming step by step, gaming step by step. GSBS, 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 gaming step by step. Gaming step by step. GSBS, 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 gaming step by step. Gaming step by step. GSBS, gaming step by step. GSBS, gaming step by step. GSBS, gaming step by step. Gaming step by step. GSBS, gaming step by step. GSBS, gaming step by step. GSBS, gaming step by step.
This is the end results of the underground farming tests that I was doing. Now it took quite a while to get most of these set up, and well, here it is. So this one here is just all the plants that need tilled soil or freshly planted dirt. And these are the exact same plants, just with transparent blocks covering them. So the depth of this, there's 5 blocks between the initial source of sunlight and then the room with the plants. So as we can see here, the amount of sunlight you get from one block is actually greater than 4. And what I found out was that the transparent blocks do actually allow you to grow plants. Like all my potatoes grown, my blueberries, my coffee, and the goldenrod. All with different transparent blocks over top. One thing I want to point out is the farther you go down, the less likely this is to work. So at 5 blocks, it seems to work relatively well. I wasn't able to test that too much just yet because, well, this video was taking a long time already. And I figured I might as well try it with ladders as well. Just in case, the other ones didn't work out. But here, of course I can't get in this hole anymore. all the potatoes grown. This was the control with nothing, and then wooden ladder, and a metal ladder. So, after I did that test, I was curious how far out you can actually grow plants, and so I made this building. Now it's only 1 block thick away from the sunlight, but I went 7 blocks out, so this will be the second one, 4, 6, and 7. And the plants actually get more sunlight than this building actually gives. So I figured that it would be 1 more plant out. So this is how big of an area you get with 1 block of sunlight. In theory, that is. So it's actually 8 blocks out. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Including the block that you get sunlight on. So now, if you were to dig another hole right where the 8th block would be, then you would get this much area. So the wood frames is just 1 block, and the actually finished wood would be 2 areas of light. Now, if you wanted to get 8 blocks out from the source all the way in a straight line, you would need to create light on every single one of these blocks here. And the reason for that, if I were to put light here, it would only go out to here, and I would still be missing that 1 plant right there. And the reason for that is, so if your light's right here, it would go out an additional 7 blocks. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then, just like the physics, go out 1 and come up 6. And then out 2, and it would come up 5. Out 3, and it would go up 4. So it effectively makes this diamond shape here. And as proof for that, I went ahead and made this structure here. Now, I wouldn't be able to walk on these metal frames here because, as I showed in the physics video, it won't support my weight, but it supports itself nicely. So this is the full diamond that you're able to grow with just 1 block of light. So this is the entry of light, and 2, 4, 6, 8 blocks away, 1 of the plants was actually able to grow. So the range in Alpha 13 is 8. And I'm going to prove that is true at any depth with this little hole here. While I'm falling down here to my death, it may seem, if you didn't know, hay will stop your fall from any distance. So if I were to have a plant where that hay was, of course, you know, I put that there so I could fall down quickly as it's a long way up. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8. And the potato grew over there. So I would be able to make the same diamond shape down here as well. However, it would have taken quite a while. And another thing I'm going to show quickly while I speed this up is that if I were to put a transparent block at the top of this shaft here, none of those plants would grow. So I don't know how exactly it works just yet. I will be doing some testing in the future, but I figured I really needed to finish this video, so. So if I were to put a transparent block there, you see my entire tunnel just got dark. And none of these would grow. And there's one more thing I want to point out. Is one way to know if you have enough light or not is if you try and plant potatoes or whatever plant right next to each other, you'll notice that it destroys the one right beside it. Well, the ones right beside it. I can't plant it. So yeah, it just took out that one. If I were to try and put two here, one right there, all three of these would disappear. So you don't really want to do that. It's a giant waste of seeds. So if you're going to be planting underground, just make sure there's enough light. So yeah, I gotta do some more testing on that later to see what depth the transparent block will stop working. But 5 blocks deep should be enough for most people. So you can put metal trussing, bars, glass, whatever floats your boat. At 5 blocks deep, you're guaranteed to have growing plants. So going back to what I was saying earlier, it doesn't necessarily mean that any place you're not going to have growing plants that your seeds will destroy each other, but it comes out about 3 blocks. Well, here it would have been more actually. Let's see. It would have been 6 blocks away. So yeah, I can plant those ones no problem, but as soon as I try and put one more seed, it'll destroy the other ones, and you will never be able to get it back. So yeah, but since you know how far your plants are going to be growing, you really don't need to worry about that. Just make sure your light source you can have up to 8 blocks away, and just like the physics, it'll be 1 block over. So this would be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, and we come back over to here. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just like the physics in that sense. Another little quick thing. I forgot to mention this in the other farming video there. If you plant down a corn and it's not in the right spot, you know it's hit it. And if you look at the right of my screen there, I got it right here. And this is just a little test that I was doing to see whether or not we still needed a light source. Yes, we do. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If it helped you out, press that like button there for me, and subscribe for more awesome tutorials daily. Bye-bye.